What's going on, guys? Today we're here with my buddy Pete's 2019 Mustang GT.
How you doing, guys? I'm Pete. This is my 2019 Mustang GT. I'm going to take you for a little tour around the car. I guess we'll start right here in the front end. If you're looking, you may notice, wow, it's painted black in the front like this. I wanted to give my car a little more different look than your other GTs out on the road. I like the look of the GT500 that came out. So I decided to have the front end of my car painted in a gloss black to match the black that's on the roof. I also changed the front chin spoiler. That's an MP Concepts front chin spoiler. If we go around the car, I also upgraded the wheels. I went to 20-inch wheels. These are GT500 copies. The fronts are 20 by 9.5 and the backs are 20 by 10.5. Just to give the car a little bit of a meaner stance and a meaner look. So this car was equipped from the factory by Ford with the black accent package. The one thing I didn't like is that Ford didn't paint the mirrors black. So while I had the front end of the car painted black, I also had the auto body shop paint the mirrors black. I think it just brings everything together with the black roof, the black front end, the black emblems, and the black rear spoiler. It just brought everything back together. If we go further back on the car, you'll see I added an extra rocker panel, side rocker panel to the car. Just again, make it look a little more meaner, give it a little better stance. I got the Rouse quarter window vents on the side of the car. And if we go to the very back, the car came with a thin black gloss black blade type of spoiler. I actually changed that and I put the GT350 type spoiler on the rear of the car. Again, a little more aggressive, makes the car look a little more meaner. As you can see, the car is striped from the rear to the front. That was done by a local shop in the neighborhood here. And on the back, I put the Rouse rear diffusers on, and also I changed the exhaust on the car. That is a Ford Performance by Baller. That is their extreme catback exhaust with the black exhaust tips on it. Again, that's a very common upgrade for most Mustang owners. They usually do that the first thing just to give it more of a little beefier sound to the car. Okay, so under the hood of my Mustang, I really haven't done much. I have done a Rouse cold air intake on it. I have also added 2 JLT oil separator cans, and also, not under the hood, but it affects the engine, I put in a JMS pedal max. The car is bone stock. I don't have a tune on it, haven't had any work on it, but as all you Mustang owners know, these things get up and go. And I also upgraded the silly rod that Ford still has on the Mustangs to the Ford Performance hood struts. Very easy install, very inexpensive, and another upgrade that I believe that all Mustang owners do.
Alright guys, so we're in Pete's 2019 Mustang GT. Thing sounds awesome.
Yeah, that exhaust really boosted the sound on it.
Oh yeah.
What I like mainly about it also is when you're on the highway at 70 miles an hour, you don't get a drone at all until you get on it. But 70 miles an hour cruising, no drone.
That's the best. Drone sucks. So is this your first Mustang?
This is not my first Mustang. I have always wanted a Mustang. This is actually my third. I had a 2016 V6 that I turned into, made it look like a Roush, and then I went out and bought an actual Roush Mustang. Unfortunately, coming home from my buddy's house in the North Carolina back roads, I hit a deer and totaled the vehicle, and I actually bought a truck after I wrecked that car, and I said, no, I gotta have my Mustang back. So I went out and I bought this Mustang. I bought this used, had only about 10,000 miles on it, and everything that you've seen on here, the modifications I did myself. It was basically still stock from the factory when I got it.
Yeah.
The previous owner didn't do many upgrades to it.
I think it looks awesome. It's very tasteful.
It's, well, that's what I didn't want to go too overboard. I didn't want it to be too flashy. I mean, it's race red, which is bright enough, and it just screams,
yeah,
speeding ticket, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
So the police officers come and get me, and
these are quick. It's a lot quicker than my 3-valve, that's for sure.
Yeah, they I mean, again, I didn't tune this. The biggest upgrade, basically not even to the engine, it's basically to the throttle body, is that pedal max.
Yeah.
And that's incredible. Whoever invented that, bravo to you. I mean, the throttle, the feel of the throttle is unbelievable now.
Well, and it's funny because I've seen more and more people on like the Facebook groups posting about those, and they almost, like I saw one the other day, and these people still have like this stigma to it, like get a tune instead. But I mean, this makes a lot. I mean, you figure my 3-valve, I mean, it's seriously almost 200 more horsepower that you're making.
Yep.
I mean, that's, you know, if you just want the response and you're fine with the power, what's...
And that's it. You definitely get the response. And again, it's not a tune. It doesn't add horsepower to it. It's just that throttle response. You don't have that lag in the pedal anymore. And I mean, it's a simple install, plug and play, and you know, very, very easy install.
No, that's great. Commercial break.
Yeah, right. This commercial is brought to you by Papa John's.
Yeah, and BP, the official fuel of Ford.
I want these people to get away from me so I can step on it a little
Give
bit.
it a little gas.
Yeah.
Jay Leno does that in his videos, and then he goes, oh! It's so funny. You gotta watch it. I'll have to send you one of his YouTube.
I mean, like I said, I've watched his show. I love that show. I love his.
Yeah.
I didn't know
you'd probably
he started out on YouTube.
Yep.
Oh my God,
and he keeps them separate, and he keeps it free. Oh, that sounds so good.
Exhaust, like I said, the suspension is just,
it rides really nice,
night and day.
So what mods do you have coming for this down the road?
I have coming now, my next mod for the interior is actually going to be a GT500R steering wheel.
Oh, nice.
It's going to be wrapped in that Alcantara suede with leather, with the red line at 12 o'clock. I just like the way it gives the car a racy look. It'll dress up the interior. That red with the red stitching will go well with the race red exterior of the car. Well, I'm sure you'll know about it because you'll probably help me install it. So,
airbag.
So yeah, I haven't done much on the interior, with the exception of a new Ford Performance shift knob.
That looks nice.
This little red cover over the start button.
Yeah.
That's really it. There's, you know,
I saw that the other day and was wondering what that was.
Yeah, you can do a lot with the interior, but there's no need. The interior is,
it looks nice. It's classic looking.
Yeah.
It's got the, I love how they did the dash that way.
Yeah,
that looks really nice.
I like, Yep.
And does that steering wheel have the grippy, like ergonomic thing?
It has the built out 2 and 10, and the bottom is flat.
Oh, nice.
So all of the controls, unfortunately, the controls on the 350 and the 350R are reversed.
Okay.
So I got to take out the controls that come with the steering wheel and put in my own control from here. But I mean, the install doesn't look too bad. But
just a couple bolts and you'll be back on the road in no time.
One bolt, yeah. Change the controls around, you'll be back on the road in no time.
I can't get over how well that corners.
Yeah,
and there's a cop usually up here.
Yeah, I know. I gotta. It like you said. I mean, out of the factory, these cars handle great, but after putting this suspension package in, it's like a different car.
I would agree.
And I mean, you get on it going into turns, and it's like it wants more. It wants to go.
Right. Well, and like the thing that I like about the Ford performance stuff, it works.
Yeah.
Like the exhaust. Again, once you start going outside, like if you start changing manifolds to headers, you're gonna have drone. Yeah. But I just think, like, if you change those parts within the performance catalog there, everything was designed to work together. And again, like all the wheels they offer, like all the engine performance stuff, because I think they sell intakes and everything. Like, I mean,
they have cold air intakes, And I like to stay with Ford Performance because if I do have a dealer install it, I don't void out the warranty.
And that's a big deal on these newer ones because they're expensive. So as much as you love this car, if you had an unlimited budget, what would you buy?
I would love to own a GT500.
What year?
The new 2020 GT500. I mean, I would love it. Just the look of that. I mean, as you can tell earlier in the video, I showed you the front end of my car, and similar to a GT500, I had everything blacked out in the front. It's just the way it looks, the sound that it has.
And you've ridden in one, right?
I have not.
Oh
ridden in one,
man!
No.
Oh, I did with Jared. It was unbelievable. Oh my God!
I have not ridden in one before I die. Hopefully, I will.
Yeah.
I would like to have one. It wouldn't be an everyday driver.
Yeah.
But I would drive the hell out of it probably.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the brakes are the size of some wheels.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I couldn't get over the braking power that had.
Yeah. They're no joke. I mean, that would be my, weekend car, nice weather day car, luxury car, everyday car. I have always wanted an Audi A8.
Those are, my uncle's got one of those.
I like those cars. They're classy, they're nice. I mean, and they're quick.
Yeah, they are.
It's an Audi, so almost like the old time sleeper cars.
Yeah.
It's they're nice cars. So that would be my everyday car, and then I'd have the 500 for nicer weather. And
I can respect that. Those things are fast, and the thing that I noticed on a lot of the Audis, which good or bad, you buy them used and they tank. Because I think the one that I would see a lot, the RS7. Yeah. Those were like 140 grand, and then within a few years they were like 80, which that's a shit ton of money. But 80, I think they dropped to like between 70 to 90, depending once they hit a few years old. Yeah,
I mean, it's just like I said, it's just such a nice looking car. And again, it's a luxury car, but they go.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks to Pete for taking us around his Mustang. Appreciate it, Pete.
No problem, John. Thank you for having me.
And we'll see you in the next one, guys. Take care.
Have a good night.